In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
All right. Hello, all. Good morning, and welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and today's commencement exercises. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. Please remember that this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day should be on our students. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all graduates will be asked to exit up the stands into the concourse level of the arena. Guests will not be allowed to come on the floor. Now, please stand as you are able for the academic procession. The procession begins with the graduates of the class of 2022. College Marshal Jeremy Whaley will then lead the college faculty and stage party, which includes University of Tennessee, Knoxville, Chancellor Don D. Plowman, Dean Ellen McIntyre, President Randy Boyd, commencement speaker Tamika Catchings, and members of college administration. right. Please remain standing as you're able as we begin today's ceremony with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and join vocalist Hannah Alfaro in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Ms. Alfaro is accompanied by the 6 members of the Tennessee Brass, and today's color guard is presented by cadets from the University of Tennessee's Army ROTC program.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's commencement ceremony. My name is Ellen McIntyre, and I'm the Dean of the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. It is my great honor to preside over today's exercises, in which we celebrate the academic achievements of you, the class of 2022. Today is the culmination of all your hard work, and this ceremony recognizes your many efforts. We are proud of your accomplishments and honored to share this wonderful day with you. Please join me in giving everyone, all these graduates, a round of applause. I would also like to recognize representatives of the college faculty who are with us today. Some of them are seated here on the stage, and others are joined the faculty processional to their seats and are in the stands. So if you are a faculty member, would you either stand or raise your hand? And then let's everyone join in and acknowledging their important contribution to our graduates' academic success. Thank you, faculty. Thank you so much. We also know that many of you graduates would not be sitting here today if it were not for the support you've received from family and friends. So, will the parents, family, and friends of any graduate please stand if you are able or raise your hand to be recognized for your contribution. There's a lot of gratitude here. I can hear it, I can see it. All right. And now I'd like to welcome Dr. David Chiak, Associate Dean of Professional Licensure and Director of the Bailey Graduate School of Education, to the podium to recognize our top graduates, honors graduates, and graduate leaders. Dr. Chiak?
We would now like to distinguish this year's top graduates. These students are completing their degrees with the highest grade point averages in the spring 2022 graduating class. Please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized for this impressive achievement as I call your name. Lily DeHart, Holly Fusel, Taylor Gonzalez, Caitlin Henderson, Mariah McCabe, Madeline Paps, Amy Walker, Jessica Bodiki, apologies. Let's give them all a round of applause. We take a great deal of pride in the academic achievements of all of our students. A gold honor cord distinguishes our honors graduates, and their names are listed in the commencement program. These students have been identified by the university as having some of the highest grade point averages in the college. We ask now all that of our honor students wearing a gold cord, please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized. Additionally, this spring and summer, several of our Dean's undergraduate ambassador board members graduate. Our student ambassadors support the college in a variety of ways, and we are grateful for these students' advocacy of the college and of their individual programs. A gray cord distinguishes these students. Graduating members of the ambassador board, please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized as your name is called. Samantha Adams, Abigail Barzavich, Allison Costello, Jasmine Cox, Abigail Ferguson, Jenna Labrie, Grace Menon, Morgan Miller, Madeline Paps, Alexandra Stomat, Kendall Walker. Let's give them all a round of applause. And finally, we would also like to recognize our two College of Education, Health and Human Science students who are being commissioned into the United States Armed Forces. These individuals will have a separate ceremony for their official commissioning. Please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized as I call your name. Jacelyn Taylor Cristano. Daniel I. Wells. We sincerely thank you for your service. We are honored to be joined today by President Randy Boyd. President Boyd will bring remarks on behalf of the University Tennessee system.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so honored to be a part of this celebration with all of you today. So on behalf of the University of Tennessee system, with campuses all across the state, 5 campuses all across the state, with offices in all 95 counties, with 53,000 students, 14,000 faculty and staff, and over 400,000 alumni. I want to say congratulations from all of us for this incredible accomplishment. And I look forward in a few moments to being able to shake your hand as you go across the stage and congratulate each one of you personally. I got to meet several of you while we were congregating earlier, and I realized that not all of you are graduating to become teachers. So I apologize to those that aren't, but I want to make a special shout out to those that are. Because you see, I believe that we're here on earth to make a difference, to leave the world a better place than we found it. And I also believe that everything starts with education. It's the inflection point of everything. So if you want to make the world a better place, it's going to start with education. And if you want to make education better, you're going to have great teachers. And so you're the inflection point of the inflection point. I just want to say thank you to all of our future teachers for the service that you're about to give and making our world a better place. Well, you're in luck. Today isn't my first commencement event. I've done several, but 15 years ago I did my first. And at that particular one, I was really long-winded and really boring. And I know so because somebody came up to me afterwards and said, "You were really long and boring." And he gave me some really good advice. And so I'm going to share the advice that he gave with me then. He said, first, Randy, try to tell stories so you're not so boring. And then second, it's helpful if your story actually has a point. It doesn't have to, but it's kind of better if it has a point. And finally, and most importantly, know that there's not a single person that came to actually hear you speak. So be quick. Now, this would be not the case with our commencement speaker today, Tamika Catchings. I came to hear her speak, and many of you might have done too. I think he was talking just about me. But so today, I just want to tell you one brief story. And the story is about an experience I had when I was 55 years old, in which I got some great advice that I wish I had gotten when I was your age. And so I want to pass that on. So before I was president of the University of Tennessee, I was served under Governor Haslam, serving as his Commissioner of Economic and Community Development. And it's a great job. You get to travel all around the world, telling businesses about what a great state you live in and encouraging them to come and locate in your state to create jobs for your friends and your neighbors. It's a fantastic job. So another bit of bonus advice, if a governor ever calls you and offers you to be the Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, please say yes. And you're might thinking, well, with my career path, nobody's going to ever call me to do that. I was a dog fence salesman. It could happen to you. But one of the best things about doing that job was sometimes we would get together with a group of other business leaders, maybe 20 or 30, and travel to some country around the world. We go to China, we went to Germany, we went to Japan. But on one particular trip, we took a mission trip to Israel. And they were for 5 days. There was about 35 of us on that trip. And we're doing all the normal things that you do. But I remember when we organized the trip, I was particularly excited about the last day. On the Friday, the last day of the trip, just Governor Haslam and I got to meet with Shimon Peres. I'm looking at the faces of these young people in the room. If I'd said Justin Bieber, you might have gotten more excited, but Shimon Peres is a big deal. In case you don't know who Shimon Peres is, and I'm thinking that might be I want to ask for a raise of hands. In case you don't know, Shimon Peres, when we met him, was 92 years old, but he had been president of Israel twice, not just once, but twice. He was in the cabinet 12 different times. That's like being a Secretary of Defense or Education in the U.S. He was a cabinet member 12 different times. 3 times, he was the prime minister, meaning he was in charge of running the country. He was actually the defense minister when he was 26 years old. And as you might imagine, being the defense minister in Israel is a big deal. He was the defense minister at age 26. Oh, and he also won the Nobel Peace Prize. So here's a guy that's done a lot. But he's 92 years old, so I'm thinking, you know, at 92 years old, he's probably not going to be maybe as sharp as he once was. But it didn't matter. I just wanted to meet him, shake his hand, and say I had met Shimon Peres. So remember, we knocked on the door, and this immaculate man met us at the door of his office, and I realized within an instant I was so wrong. He was one of the most smart, intelligent, wise people I've ever met. You know, they talk about sometimes people start at 30,000 feet and helicopter down. I think Mr. Peres started at 30,000 feet and helicoptered up. His view of the world was so deep and so broad. So we went in, and it was one of the best hours I've ever spent. I don't think I got in trouble too many times with Governor Hasselman, but this was definitely one I know for sure that I got in trouble with him. So I remember after the meeting, we're walking down the hall, and he looks over at me and he says, "You were taking notes, right?" I said, no, I was just as mesmerized as you were. I didn't write anything down. But I do remember how he started our meeting and how he finished, and I'll share that with you. So when we sat down, we were kind of nervous, and like you would expect to be with Shimon Peres, and we made small talk for a little bit, and then finally he helps us out. He realizes that we don't know really how to start, so he helps us. He says, you know, a lot of times when people meet me, they ask me, what was my greatest accomplishment? I thought, wow, that's a good question. I wish I thought of that. And you know, he's 92 years old. He's done all these fabulous things. What is he going to say was his greatest accomplishment? He says, when people ask me what my greatest accomplishment is, I always tell them, my greatest accomplishment will be what I do tomorrow. And then they often ask me, what was your greatest failure? And I always tell them, my greatest failure was I failed to dream big enough. And then he went on for the next hour to share all kinds of brilliant wisdom that I totally forgot because I didn't take notes. But I remember how he finished. When we finished, he said, you're old when you can count more accomplishments of the past than you can dreams of the future. And you're forever young when you can count more dreams of the future than you can accomplishments of the past. Always dream big. So I wanted to share those words with you at a much earlier age than I was able to. I get them. So with those thoughts in mind, while we are gathered here today to applaud all you've accomplished as a student, it's also important to remember this is a time for you to think about your next accomplishment. What will you accomplish tomorrow? And remember, do not fail to dream big enough. And as with any great accomplishment, you never do it alone. Surrounding yourself with great people is one of the most important keys to success. So today, make a point to say thank you to the many family, friends, and peers that have helped you to achieve this great accomplishment. And while this is a big day for you, you are part of something even bigger. This year, more than 8,417 other UT students all across the state will be crossing a stage, graduating, and becoming a member of the University of Tennessee alumni. And today, 466 of you will be graduating, joining 5,136 total from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And that's a big deal and something to be very proud of. There are literally hundreds of thousands of UT alumni that have come before you, and there will be hundreds of thousands that will come after you. They have individually and collectively made an incredible impact in their community, in the state, and the world, and so will each of you. So as new alums, I'm going to leave you with 3 challenges. First, live a life that makes the world a better place than you found it. Second, live a life that honors the UT Knoxville tradition and makes former alumni proud. And finally, live a life that will inspire the future generations that follow you. In closing, don't think of the commencement as an end. It's just the beginning. Your greatest accomplishment will be what you do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. I hope and I'm sure that you'll have great memories of your time here. Please stay engaged and continue to give back to your alumni or your alma mater so that thousands more can benefit from the same great experience that you have had. Again, it's been my honor to be with you, and congratulations to you and your families. Thank you.
Thank you, President Boyd. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Ms. Tamika Catchings. Go ahead. Tamika is one of the most decorated athletes of all time. I'm going to repeat that. Tamika is one of the most decorated athletes of all time. She was a member of the 1998 NCAA Women's Basketball Championship team and only the 5th player to have her jersey retired by UT. A 4-time Kodak WBCA All-American, Tamika led the Volunteers to a 134-10 record and 4 SEC regular season championships. Oh, there's more. Tamika is a 4-time Olympic gold medalist, 10-time WNBA All-Star, 5-time Defensive Player of the Year, and a WNBA champion. Go ahead. Tamika was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Beyond her on-court success, she's known for her off-court professionalism and was a 3-time recipient of the Kim Perot Sportsmanship Award. In 2004, she launched the Catch the Stars Foundation, which empowers youth by providing goal-setting programs that promote fitness, literacy, and youth development, while also serving on President George W. Bush's Council on Fitness, Sports, and Nutrition. Can you see why she's one of our alums? Tamika has also received numerous accolades for her philanthropic efforts. She's the recipient of the 2015 ESPN Humanitarian of the Year Award, a 2-time recipient of the WNBA's Dawn Staley Community Leadership Award, and was recognized by the Indiana Sports Corporation with the Pathfinder Award, given to those who improve the lives of America's youth. Tamika supports the UT Health Science Center and the CEHHS Audiology and Speech Pathology graduate students with the Tamika Catchings Endowed Scholarship Fund. Additionally, she supports the Amplification Assistance Fund through the Speech and Hearing Center to help those with hearing assistance needs. And finally, you get to be the first to hear this. Well, you get to be the second to hear this. Just this morning at a special breakfast with a few of the students here and a few of the faculty, we were able to award yet another highly prestigious award to Miss Tamika Catchings. The University of Tennessee, the entire university, is giving her the highest alumni honor, the University of Tennessee Distinguished Alumna Award. A true champion of the people, Tamika divides her time between family, business interests, broadcasting, corporate boards, and philanthropy. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished commencement speaker and 2-time alumna from the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, Ms. Tamika Catchings.
I was in 7th grade when I made my first goal. I remember sitting in my room, pulling out my journal, and scribbling some words down. When I looked at my note, I ripped that page, and I ran down the hall to my brother and my sister's room, and I said, "Hey guys, I know what I want to be when I grow up." And I showed them my paper. And they said, "Oh, that's so cool. Have you showed Mom? Have you showed Dad?" And I ripped that piece of paper and I ran down the stairs making as much noise as I possibly could. And I said, "Hey Mom, Dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up." And I showed them that piece of paper. And the coolest thing about the moment is that my mom and dad looked at that piece of paper and they said, "If anyone can do it, you can." And on that piece of paper, I'd written, one day I will be in the NBA. You see, the WNBA was not around, and so my goal and my dream was to follow in my father's footsteps and to be in the NBA. Well, today, we are here, I am here, with each one of you. At what point did you write down your first goal? Matter of fact, we're sitting here today. At what point did you write down that one day you will be sitting in this room, in this arena, getting this degree at the University of Tennessee? Well, class of 2022, here we are. As a lady volunteer, it is always amazing to share the love of this university and to constantly let everyone know that we do indeed bleed orange. Well, as I look around at parents, brothers, sisters, fans, coaches, faculty members, we all have someone in here that has helped us get to where we are today. And while it is your day, despite the long introduction, it is about you. It is not about me. It is your day. We would not be here without the many people that surround us in this arena. So let's make sure that we thank them and that we applaud them for their dedication, their time, and for being here with us today. You are achievers, believers, dreamers, and doers. You are overcomers, trailblazers, and world changers. And with all of that, be still. The best is yet to come. Today, as we celebrate you, I want to leave you with a few charges as you move forward. Number one, charge forward through adversity. Not too long ago, well, actually a little over 21 years ago, I stood in your shoes. I remember feeling what you're feeling, the jitters, the excitement, and the nerve about today and about your future. Wondering what my future would hold and what obstacles I'd encounter along the way. As I stood here on my graduation day, I was recovering from tearing an ACL in this very arena. The WNBA loomed in front of me, and my Tennessee family, coaches, friends, and this university, which had become my comfort zone, suddenly was behind me. The initial adversity of an ACL, then multiple injuries, and plenty of reroute, tribulation, and self-talk later, and we still stand strong. For you, there will be times where you will fail. Pick yourself up and keep moving forward. There will be times when you want to hide. Instead of hiding, lean in, embrace change and the unknown. Through your successes and your trials, continue to find your voice. Be open to new opportunities and make intentional connection to help you move forward. Number two, charge forward, leaning into your superpowers. Well, I expect each one of you guys to have a cape, but until you find what your superpower is, over time you will learn and you will know because it becomes a part of every cell and atom of our body. Being born with a hearing impairment, I was no stranger to having to work harder and smarter just to even the playing field. Hearing aids and a speech impediment were things that some deemed disabilities. But it took an incredible coach and an even more exceptional human being, Coach Pat Summitt, to help me see that they weren't deficits. They were superpowers. Something to accept, harness, and to use to help empower and inspire others. Thanks to her advice and encouragement, that has truly been a calling throughout my life. It is important for all of us to lean into our differences, love who we are, and believe we are masterpieces and created to do great things. Believe this and live life to the fullest. And the third and final charge is to charge forward to inspire the world. One of my favorite scriptures is, "To whom much is given, much is expected." This verse implies that we have been blessed with talents, wealth, knowledge, and other superpowers, and now it is our responsibility to pay it forward. So use your gift, your money, your time to benefit others. And I honestly believe that this is the summation of what being a volunteer is all about. As each of you prepare to walk across the stage, you have a huge responsibility, but you would not have come this far if you weren't prepared for it. You have already come this far, and now your dream awaits in the future. And you know what? You can do it. Graduation is a huge accomplishment, and now that you did it, you are set to impact the next generation with a charge through adversity, a charge with your superpowers, and a charge to inspire the world. Last night I was on the elevator. I landed here in Knoxville, got to the hotel. And right before the doors shut, a mom, dad, and a son walked into the elevator. And you could tell the brother was so excited. And he said, "Are you here for the graduation ceremony?" And I said, "I am." And I said, "Are you?" And he said, "Yes, my sister's graduating." And I said, "Oh, which ceremony?" "The 12 o'clock. Fate." And we talked, and he was so proud of his big sister. And as I got off on my floor and the doors were about to close, he said, "Hey, congratulations to your graduate." Well, I didn't have enough time before the doors shut to let him know that I have a whole bunch of graduates. So class of 2022, you are my graduates. You are achievers, you are overcomers, you are world changers that will change the world. We are here for you today. We believe in you. And if there's one thing that I can leave with you guys, remember this. Like my parents told me, you can do it. If anyone can do it, you can. So change the world and charge, move forward. Class of 2022. I just had to say it one more time. Congratulations, best wishes, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Tamika. One more time, give her a round of applause. You are such an inspiration to us, and we're going to remember this day forever, for sure. All right. We do have a small acknowledgement and thank you for being with us today so that you remember this day as we will remember it about you. And now, Dr. Gordon.
All right. Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. I ask everyone to be patient as we recognize each graduate, and please hold your applause until the end. Graduates, after you cross the stage and have your photo made, please return to your chair. Once all names have been called, your degrees will be conferred, and we will celebrate together.
Olivia Roth Abrams. Coleman Adams. Kaylee Madison Adams. Harris Ryan Adcock. Magdalene Anna Adkins. Kaylee M. Arola. Samantha Adams. Allie Aiken. Bailey Elizabeth Akers. Macy Lynn Allison. Ashlyn Anderson. Natalie Anderson. Sarah Jessica Amador. Juan Antonio Aranda. Lena Ali. Sydney Marie Arms. Taylor Elise Aites. Paul Camacho Acosta. Alexis Arinze. Abigail Marie Barsevich. Brianna Reagan Bernardi. Nicole Brady. Lauren D. Courtney. Nicole Aquilio. Rachel Eileen Brooks. Jessica Bevan. McKenna Brand. Katerina Bombarda. John Bevel. Ryan Blanchard. Sydney Bandari. Carter Joseph Crenshaw. Tori Renee Baker. James Edward Butler. Jonathan William Armstrong. Kayvon Bonakdar. Braden Lee Cole. Jordan Deanna Crutchfield. Joseph Bolser. Nicholas James Butler. Tatum Marie Allen. Allison Leanne Clark. Anna Marie Benson. Chase Haviland Coyle. Caroline Bradford Kuhn. Peyton Banco. Jasmine Cox. Grace Elizabeth Barron. Zachary Ball. Allison Michelle Costello. Binul Chowdhury, Lily Coos, Brooke Elizabeth Choate, Caroline Bailey Clement, Peter John Burse, Isabel Savannah Edkin, Kylie Danielle Barr, Lauren Elizabeth Berry, Elizabeth Wright Brandon, Olivia Logan Brittle, Briley Bird, Morgan Buckley, Abigail Gomez Costilla, Ariana Marie Costello, Elizabeth Rachel Clark, Austin Graham Cashin, Bailey Blackshear, Mary Grace Coakley, Connor Andrew Courtney, Presley Clancy, Dennis Cunningham, William Seth Carter, Christopher Bailey, Samantha Austin, Jacqueline Taylor Cristiano, Katie Jane Cullum, Catherine Faith Burton, Bree Bishop, Preston David Armstrong, Skylar Renee Cox, Caitlin Cassidy Courier, Gabby DePietro, Sarah Elizabeth Hartzell, Chloe Grace Ellis, Christiana Coonrad, Haley Victoria England, Abigail Ferguson, Mackenzie K. Doss, Garen Connor Covington, Lillian Feltz, Madison Daly, Anna Lauren Beckman, Olivia Rose Cohen, Madison Taylor DeLorme, Maggie Ellison Cooley, Addie Crawford, Carly Griffith, Megan Bailey Kirk, Addison Foster, Katie Bigelow, Ashley Connor, Harley Kirsten Duncan, Lauren Keegan Dinsmore, Jenna Sadie Labrie, Clarissa Ann Kupchak, Whitney Michelle DeBusk, Isai Carrillo Garcia, Anna Marie Duran Perez, Sydney Michelle Duncan, Alec Dwayne Davis, Marshall Cameron Edwards, Lamis Khalil Emara, Michaela Farrell, Emily Nicole Elmore, Cameron Flannery, Reagan Christina Flores, Carly Greeley, Morgan Greeby, Ashley Miranda Everett, Nathan Andrew Lick, Lily Ann Duncan, Cassidy Faulkner, Hannah Green, Lauren Elizabeth Day, Macy Lauren Deal, Madison Lee Henry, Lily Catherine Deinhart, Kaylee Mae Canfield, Riley Dane Harris, Anna Duhan, Caroline Elise Dargy, Francesca Grisanti, Madison Dirksen, Savannah Thalman, Bridget Fitzsimon, William S. Clouden, Evan Monroe Davis, Alexandra Gebel, Jaden Lee Dupree, Cameron Wesley Dove, Rico Javon Dozier, Lucas Benjamin Gurley, Carrie Finkel, Cassie Fredericks, Brooke Lachey Farrow, Taylor Lauren Gonzalez, Madeline Ann Felice, Nicole Emery, Morgan Page Duckett, Emily Marie Fall, Erin Anna Eriks, Molly Kathleen Brown, Isabel Perez, Gabriel Michael Niebel, Caroline Frances Faulkner, Anna Grace Fox, Janaea Franklin, Meredith Pearsall Francis, Holly Leanne Fusel, Tyler Thomas Green, Baxter Heilman Bryan, Timothy Seth Filson, Parker Sean Helton, Jareth Holus, Ryan Gaddis, Lindsay Beth Fletcher, Jennifer Holly Gray, Elizabeth Grace Goosey, Zaria Nicole Folds, Grace Goodacre, Cassandra Leanne Gully, Haley Goswich. Andrea Lynn Gossett. Zachary Taylor Gooden. Amelia Kroll Griffin. Molly Catherine Gullo. Caitlin Hessler. Jake Hall. Emily Nicole Hahn. Ellen Pocahontas Hanley. Justine Happy. Shannon Rose Hardy. Sydney Ripley Harkins. Kaylin Alexis Hallback. Claire Elizabeth Harrell. Jocelyn Harmon. Anna Catherine Harris. Liza Lynn Hellich. Caitlin Elizabeth Henderson. Abigail Yvonne Hendricks. Houston Dale House. Nicholas Reynolds. Aja Pouncey. Keelan Tierras Hewlin. Symphony Renee. Morgan Kaylin Green. Brittany Patrice Hall. Rebecca Marie Gimble. Nicholas Richard Hadley. Taylor Nicole Henson. Leah Holloway. Kaylee Ann Homburg. Kennedy Marie Holt. Evan Daniel Hopkins. Emma Hunt. Courtney Renee Hudson. Alexandra Hutchison. Emily Danielle Jack. Gigi Kaler. Dylan Emery Jenkins. Sarah Glenn Hutchinson. Madison Howe. Leah Price Horner. Abby Ray Hentrick. Hallie Evans Job. Riley Jost. Kate Nicole Johnson. Courtney Savannah Jackson. Ryan Thomas Jacob. Miley Elise Harrell. Jessica Ibarra. Jacob Miles Jackson. Allison Colleen Jones. Jory McCall Johansson, Trinity Johnson, Bailey West Jones, Peyton Tanner Jubenville, Jerry Baxter Jackson IV, Brian Kopschver, Mackenzie Brooke Kelly, Kevin Kendall, Caitlin Ann King, Megan Rose Kane, Riley Isabel Klucher, Peyton Noel Krumholtz, Nicole Kubica, Sophia Kovacic, Tamara Alexis Langston, Ashley Elizabeth Lutif, Anna Maureen Lentz, Kyle Larson, Shelby Lanphier, Mackenzie Lett, Molly Brooke Lewis, Parker Lee, James Boyd Lehman, Hannah Shea Kerr, Sophia Love, Daly Long, Jenny Lynn Littleton, Jacqueline Frances Lowry, Morgan Christine Miller, Chloe Elizabeth Lyons, Mia Elizabeth Lalo, Jacob David Kohler, Grace Catherine Hall, Christina Villiers, Eliza Rose Dean, Abigail Worley, Alexis Maria Mogg, Caitlin Mitchell, Caitlin Page Nance, Emily Wynn, Rebecca Malone, Alexander Victor McGlowan, Maura Ashley McCabe, Sadie Maccabee, Reagan Nicole McMillan, Alexandra Taylor Marchese, Alaja Diavian Simmons, Serena Lenice Rogers, Taylor Alexandria Moore, Elizabeth Neely Marshall, Reagan Elise Middleton, Haley Grace Moffett, Alicia Noel Montgomery, Jenny Kate McBride, Anna Caroline Martin, Lauren Elizabeth McGill, Macaulay Anna Mayfield, Camden June Moore, Taylor Augusta McDermott, Anna Claire von Valkenburg, Lucy Jane Mitchell, Delaney Lynn McDermott, Bailey Ann Miller, Samuel Carter McCamey IV, Alden Brady Morrill, Margot McDade, Caroline Manning, Macy Monday, Madison Renee Morgan, Margaret Ann Mitchell, Bryson Davis Morris, Caroline Elizabeth Martinek, Avery Elizabeth Rogers, Jill Alexis Yates, Clayton Tullis Merrill, Sydney Nicole McCubbins, Grace Ellen Menon, Bailey Brianna Murrell, Stephanie Martinez, Kelly Chanel Mitchell, Farron Tiana Mitchell, Alisa Gabrielle Moore, Tania Dominique Armani Nichols, Princess Tiffany Mugalu, Sarah Ariella Mingo, Jalen Warren McLean, Haley Ann Payne, Madeline Grace Reed, Emily Peterson Mathis, Jordan Tyler Aubry, Caroline Frances McCarthy, Meredith Grace Roper, Claire Renee McKittrick, Sarah James Prady, Molly Catherine Murphy, Caitlin Erin Cian Hope Munn, Miller Graves McAllister, Addie Russell Omer, Carly Redmond, Harper Grace Sutton, Sawyer Graham Knoll, Hayden Reed Nicholson, Skylar K. Norad, Celicia Marie Mathis, Caroline Grace Nelson, Audrey Ann Nichols, Dylan Northrup, Sean Michael Nolan, Andrew Blizzard, Sarah Ann Rose McHugh, Carly Ruggieri, Frank Buckles Wadowitz, Jacob Kane Strange, Madison Mackenzie Ott, Colin Scott Rudolph, Zach Rose, Sean Purcell, Jeffrey Tickle, Bryce Lewis, Nicholas Scott Rogers, Harley Pence, Jensen Lee Phillips, Sarah Pruner, Cole Page, Tristan Pannell, Alexa Anna Paganelli, Madeline Pabst, Riya Patel, Kalyani Chetan Patel, Jada Ladesha Palmer, Caitlin Osdick, Kendall Nicole Poplin, Blake Elizabeth Palmer, Kelsey Monique Plemons Brazil, Mattie Elizabeth Penn Post, Jessica Peterson, Nathan Pianto, Wesley Victoria O'Donnell, Riley Kathleen Quinn, Maya Scott, Dalia Rodriguez Rojo, Morgan Savannah Register, Laura Robinson, Bailey Amber Reagan, Courtney Richmond, Emery Quinte Tuff, Callie Elizabeth Ogburn, Madeline Patricia Reed, Carly Sarah Truitt, Sela Olivia Peterson, Jakevius Rosser, Patricia A. Perry, Akosua Amoakoa Ode, Brakayla Love Sims, Sarah Ann Rowe, Katie Faith Turnbow, Ursula Claire Strayer, Kirsten Nicole Roberts, Gabrielle Risden, Lainey Faith Parker, Bailey Scott Rose, Sydney Alexandria Rule, Carson Raymond Roberts, Nicholas Taylor, Adia Nise Pendergrass, Micah Imani Sheffield, Chandler Rosecrans, Madison Nicole Sills, Olivia Mary Scheffler, Caitlin Roberts, Emily Joy Saunders. Samantha Taylor Scalise. Jacqueline Lazarus. Anna LaRue Witt. Alexandra Jet Stromat. Rebecca Stark. Samuel Scott. Mark Solkowski. Gregory William Sittler. Christopher Michael Sheets. Jennifer Lee Shaper. Emma Shearschmidt. Delina Solomon. Samuel Wilson Stockard. Zoe Simpson. Danielle Louise Ship. Ashton Diane Thompson. Malia Stovall. Joel Franklin Wayne Smith. Michael Raddick. Justin Thorne. Nicholas Gabriel Prescott. Allison Rose Simmel. Carmen Alexandria Stooksbury. Sydney Sandifer. Emily Ann Smith. Sydney Thomas. Haley Morgan Selvage. Molly Saunders. Eleanor Ruth Sukomo. Lillian Audrey Turgrath. Mary Blair Threlkeld. Emily Nicole Thibodeau. Caroline Anderton Taylor. Mac James Scanlon. Sydney Scott. Haley Tess. Claire Elizabeth Skipper. Megan Lindsay Smith. Erica Lynn Stout. Sophia Louise Sanders. Anne Marie Toomer. Ansley Frances Tigani. Destiny Simpson. Ashley Sellers. Madison Michelle Theakin. Sarah Emmeline Talley. Peerless Kent Siravong. Jakiria Stout. Jaslyn Smith. Brittany Lauren Swayze. Patricia Grace Sprader. Braden Elizabeth Talbert. Aaron Greg Taylor. Michaela Gabriella Ray. Bryn Simmons. Catherine Marie Treadway. Tyler E. Sullivan. John Robert Tucker. Anna Elizabeth Street. Annie Wayinger, Megan Leella Strader, Shawnai Traylor, Kylie Vogel, Cameron Delaney Sprouse, Thomas Wilson, Jennifer Vanderslice, McKenna Grace Vandegrift, Shelby Vaughn, Hao Ying Wu, Grace Martha Vellante, Amy Caroline Walker, Kendall Marie Walker, Madison Page Walker, Lacey Wallace, Price Wiley Wade, Daniel Wells, Jordan Thomas West, Grace Wally, Emily Jean White, Meredith Kate Wilkin, Catherine Weisenmiller, Ellie Williams, Keaton Elizabeth Wilson, Rachel Rochelle Weiser, Andrew Williams, Mackenzie Denise Wilcox, Skylar Weidke, Robert Tate Wheeler, Brianna Vo, Christopher Jordan Zendejas, Eli Williams, Reginald Romero Williams II, William Woodrow Colebrenner, Chloe Victoria Willis, Rachel Sierra Wolf, Maxwell Channing Workman, Natalie Michelle Wrigley, Alexis Ann Yeager, Danica Jaylene Kotzer, Catherine Kaminsky, Kaylee Lynn Kennedy, Tessa Kimmy, Katie Imogen Nyland, Mia Grace Lawson, Valaria Lozano Silva, Caleb Allen Wood, Georgios Korakidis, Caitlin Leith, Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce the 2022 graduating class of our Future program. The Future program is a 2 or 3 year course of study which empowers students to achieve gainful employment in the community. Alyssa Sassport, Zoe Messer, Elizabeth Ruth E. Lim. Elise McDaniel. Cameron Charles. Robert Coulter Eldridge IV. Catherine Elizabeth Irwin.
One more time, everyone, a round of applause for our graduates. It's really amazing to think of all you've accomplished during your time at UT. I hope you celebrate all your accomplishments. And as graduates of the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, whatever you end up doing in life, you will be making the world a better place. That's what we prepare people to do in this college. You will make an impact, one person or one classroom or one project at a time. And when you do make these differences, we'll hear about them. We want to hear about them. We're going to be so proud, and we're going to hope to own just some small part of your successes. Congratulations again. As a reminder, when the ceremony ends, all guests and graduates are asked to exit up the stairs to the concourse level. And now, graduates, it is my pleasure to turn the ceremony over to Chancellor Plowman, who will confer your degrees and officially conclude today's ceremony. Chancellor Plowman.
Graduates, we have finally arrived at the part of the ceremony I know you've been looking forward to, when I get to confer your degrees and you will then become an alum. When I do it, you're going to move your tassel, acknowledging this big transition. And this is a special moment for you to celebrate. So degree candidates, will you please rise? Your presence today demonstrates that you have done all of the work, you've completed all of the requirements for your degrees. So on behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Undergraduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. And we hope you always remember this moment. Now, as we close out the ceremony, it is our tradition. We do it by singing the alma mater all together for your first time as alums. After the alma mater, at my direction, we will take a few moments to celebrate and soak in this experience. At that moment, under my direction, graduates, you can throw your caps, You can snap photos, find your family, and let's just cheer as loud as we can. So this is a moment for you to celebrate all that you've accomplished with your friends and all the people who've helped you along the way. So everyone, please stand for the alma mater. After the celebration, the stage party will recess and our ceremony will be officially concluded. Congratulations again to everyone here today. Thank you for celebrating with us, and go Vols!
On a hallowed hill in Tennessee, light beacon shining bright, the stately walls of old duty rise glorious to the sight. So here's to you, old Tennessee, our alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
Okay, graduates, alums, are you ready? Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's celebrate.